Hello everyone, Adobe just updated Lightroom and Lightroom Classic. I think this is pretty awesome. It's going to change the way I do edits, and I think a lot of portrait photographers, a lot of wedding photographers are going to love this because it's going to save them time and give them access to some really powerful abilities right in Lightroom. A lot of the stuff you'd normally maybe have to go into Photoshop sometimes, and now we got it built in and it's using artificial intelligence. It's awesome. So let's get in there and see why it's so cool. Here's a photo of the four models walking down the alleyway. It's kind of a cool photograph. And let's say that I want to make edits to individual people and then copy those edits to other photos. It used to be a lot harder. So if we go over here and we click on the masking, what happens is Lightroom automatically goes in and starts detecting people's faces. So it's already differentiated between these four people. So if we go to person 1, person 2, person 3, and person 4, it knows who those people are. So if I make edits to person 4 in the next photograph where person 4 is in that photo, I can make those same edits. I can copy those edits and the AI masks and all that stuff over to the next photo, and it's going to apply them to her. So really cool. So I'm going to click on person 4, and at default, her entire person is checked, right? So her entire body is selected. It's masked. And what I'm going to do here is we're going to go in and we're going to do her face skin, and then let's just do her hair. All right. And then I'm going to create 2 separate masks, click create, and then it automatically did that. You could see her face skin right there, and then her hair. We have 2 separate masks. That's super cool. Really quick. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to boost her hair a little bit and mess with the contrast and lower the blacks, and I think that looks pretty good. Let's see. That's before. Let's uncheck the overlay. Before and after. Kind of cool, right? So let's select a face, lower the texture, and smooth out her skin just a touch, even though she has pretty much perfect skin. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to copy the masks that I have just created on person 4. I'm going to do Shift, Command, or Control C, and I'm going to make sure that I have masking selected. Copy it. And now this photo doesn't have any masks, as you can see, but person 4 is right there. So if I click Control V to paste the previous AI masks, it's going to automatically find her and apply those settings. And that just happened. So I could do separate edits to each person in the group and then copy all of them at once and apply them to the next series of photographs. And it's going to update those masks and the edits for each one. Super cool. So if I had 10 photos of them walking down the alleyway, it would apply them to all of them. Same thing with a photo like this one, more of a traditional portrait. It's going to detect a person. This one, let's go ahead and let's just do the eye edits. So we're going to click iris and pupil. I'm going to create that. And then I'm going to increase the exposure on her eyes, increase the contrast, and increase the warmth. And if we look at that, those edits, the before and after, I kind of like those, right? So let's just say that we're going to go with this one. And again, Shift, Command, or Control C to copy them. Make sure to check the mask. And I'm going to go over here and I'm going to paste it into this one. It's going to then apply that edit to her eyes automatically. And it just did. And then I could do it to the third one, or I could do it to 20 of them. It just takes a few seconds to kind of detect what you're doing and apply them. Look at that. That's freaking sweet. So last one, we can do a couple different things with this one. I'm going to darken the background. So I can click the background and we're going to just lower. Oh, it's working. Sorry. We're going to lower the background just a touch, make it a little bit darker. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go back to the masking and we're going to create a new mask and we're going to go to people again. And it's detecting her. We're going to click on her and then we're going to click on her iris and pupil. And I'm going to create that mask. I'm going to go into there. I'm going to brighten her eye up a little bit. Oh, you know what? It made a little bit of an error. It added more to her right below her eye. So I can edit that mask. We're going to subtract a little bit. And I'm going to use the brush tool this time. And I'm going to get rid of a little bit of that. All right. So we're still on this mask. And we're going to increase her brightness of her eyes and the warmth a little bit. I think that looks pretty cool. What do you think? I think that looks good. Let's see what that looks like before and after. Before and after. It looks pretty good, right? We're just going to call it good. And then remember, I changed the background too. So I go Shift, Command, or Control C. And I'm going to click the masking. And then I could go over here and go to the next two photographs. And then I could do Shift, Command, or Control V to apply it to the two photos. I'm going to go to Merge. And it's updating for each photograph. Doesn't take too long. It's pretty powerful. And let's see what it did to each one. So it did it to that one. Her eyes look different. The background's darker. And to that one. The eyes look different and the background's darker. These are just automatic, like, that's super cool. So it just found her eyes based on my first masks. Found her eyes, found the background, and then I was able to copy all the settings and go to the other ones. So I think this is a big deal. It's going to save me a ton of time. It's a lot of fun to play with. There's more a little bit about object selection if you want to select different objects and stuff like that within there. But I think this is the most powerful for portrait and wedding photographers. I think it's going to be awesome. So I hope you enjoyed. If you have questions, let me know below.